Hi everyone. Today we're looking at cutting people off. Big topic. Um, Hi Claire. Today I saw why cutting people off was, stroke is, such a hobby for me. Yeah, hobby is a good word, isn't it? I want to cut them firstly, and with that disarm them so they can't leave me. It's less painful if I leave them than to be left by others. I also realized that only intelligence is capable of making such a creative defense. It's made from the same media, the same conditioning and healing. Wow. Yes, isn't this beautiful? Because what this listener is showing us is that these patterns of defense, of protection are so necessary, and they're so built into the they're made, yeah, like the listener's saying, they're made of the same learning that the fragility is made of. So the vulnerability of identity, that insecure, all of this subconscious, a subconscious vulnerability and fragility of existence, really, um, is is made of what's been learned, of what this body mind absorbs, of the meanings that are created, and all the behaviors include, like, from cutting people off, withdrawing, numbing the mind, finding ways to switch off pain, switch off the narrative, find some means of protection, stability, and separation. All of these behaviors are made of the same conditioning that the self is made of. So this is why Rupert Sparrow calls the ego an activity of seeking and resisting. It's dynamic, isn't it? It's dynamic in its ongoing attempt to stabilize and to find some form of fixed security in this sense of separation. So brilliant that this listener is helping us see that. She's pointing out that it's made of the same intelligence that creates an ego, an identity, a sense of being in the first place. And this intelligence, when it stops being an issue and starts to be understood, it's an issue as long as it's believed, really. So what we can see in this listener's words is that the mind isn't lost in the cutting off of someone. It would be a very different message coming in saying, I'm surrounded by idiots and nasty people and people who are out to hurt me and get me, and I'm finding myself, I have to block people all over the place. I have to distance myself. Everyone's nasty, and that's just how things are. That's a very different setup. That's a mind that is living, is continually living in its own worst fear, to a mind that is seeing a pattern of cutting people off. It's seeing the protection in the behavior. There's freedom. There's so much more freedom in that. And then to be able to do what the listener's done and to see that it's all an intelligent operation by a mind body that is wired for learning, wired to have the ability to create constructs, mental phenomena that represent self and other, to project these constructs into the future, into the past, into different scenarios. That's a human superpower, isn't it? It's not a problem. It's an incredible advantage. when it's understood. When it's not understood, that power of the mind combined with that unquestioned vulnerability, that unquestioned instability of identity, that combination, a creative mind, a powerful intellect, and an inner unquestioned fragility, it seems to me in all the work that I do, that creates a combination of in which the ongoing lived experiences of vivid separation, vivid lived separation, which is deep suffering. And the more we're fighting within that separation to try and protect the identity, the more vivid it all looks. But what we're doing here is seeing how that plays out, seeing the intelligence in all of that. And that gradually sets the mind free from its lostness within these cycles, to really see the total impersonal nature of the whole way everything is playing out. All these behaviors, these patterns, it's so impersonal. There is no one doing it. And a mind that is understanding that is a mind that is open, like really now there's more information is available. It's the defenses aren't necessary because there's nothing to protect anymore. There's just openness. There's just inquiry. What's actually true. And yeah, so yeah, brilliant to the listener. It's all incredible human intelligence, and yeah, it seems to me that life is an ongoing revelation of that, of the impersonal nature of it. There is no separate doer doing it. Yeah, thank you. Bye.